to the edge of the earth, scream your name till the fire's gone. It's my lungs. Wanna drink till I don't feel the urge to run back to you and lay down. Make me yours.
Yeah, I've been walking 1,000 miles. The only thing on my mind is your name, giving me hope in a time where I'm hopeless, and I can't believe that you took that away. And lately conflicted, I'm addicted to these games we just play.
Well, I'm camping again today. After that last camping trip I did, the video did way better than I thought it would, and I decided I'm just gonna get after it. I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna camp every other weekend if possible, so that the only videos being uploaded on my channel in the near future are camping trips. Because I realize that most people, if not all of the people that have subscribed to this channel, do it because they like the camping videos, and that's kind of what I like to bring to people. It's the type of quality material that I like to make, and I'm just gonna really put some effort in and see if just see what happens if I upload like 4 more camping trips like in a row. Keep that in mind then, and come back to this channel and check up on it, and watch my upcoming videos. And if I don't upload something, give me shit about it. Figure I'll just do this until my wife gets really mad and makes me stop. Uh-oh. You fucking kidding me? I put blue Loctite on this. I put blue Loctite on it. And it's already fucking loose. I haven't even gone over any reasonably large bumps. But I did bring the Allen wrench for that. So I can fix it when I stop. But that is the most annoying thing ever. I cannot believe that. I might put red Loctite on it. I don't know. That is the biggest flaw in the design of this windscreen. Anyway, back on the topic though of following these videos. I was watching another moto vlogger today on the YouTube, and he talked about some things I didn't realize were going on. So the bell icon that is on these below my video, if you click it, it notifies you when I upload videos, but apparently it may not notify you every single time I upload a video, and you have to go into extra settings and you have to change it so that it will show you. So I mean, I want people to click that so that you can, if you want to see the material I'm producing, especially these upcoming camping videos that I'm promising, that kind of an option will allow you to know when it's happening, you know. And that way, if you're not on YouTube when I'm uploading something, you'll know that something went up. So anyway, do that if you want to see this stuff, or if you want to be notified for it. I want people to understand that it's there, and how to use it. I'm not even really sure how to use it, for that matter. But anyway, today I'm back in Flagstaff. I'm in an area that I haven't been to on the motorcycle before. I discovered this last time I was up here camping in my car. It's pretty cool. So this is called Schultz Pass Road, and it goes through a part of the wilderness that was affected by a very large forest fire back in 2010. The Forest Service believes the fire was started by an unattended campfire, and it ended up burning 15,000 acres of pines up here. It took, according to the Forest Service website, 1,000 personnel to extinguish the fire. And they actually had to get the federal government involved, which is pretty amazing. But when I drove through here in my truck, I couldn't believe how haunting this place was. Sorry, I don't want to rattle my windscreen off, so I gotta go slow over some of these bumps. But it's basically an entire forest of dead trees that have been burned, and you can just see straight through the whole area. It's pretty freaky. So today I'm gonna try to find a spot to camp in here, see if I can survive the night, because it's also supposed to be cold as shit. I looked at the weather right before I left, because that's what I usually do, and I think it's supposed to be like 25 degrees tonight. So I'm gonna be a fucking popsicle. I also don't know if they allow campfires out here, considering half the forest burned down from one. But if I don't see a sign, I'm definitely gonna have one. Because one of the things I like to do if I'm camping in the cold is try to warm up my body as much as possible before I go to get into my sleeping bag. Because then that way you kind of carry as much heat as possible into the tent and sleeping bag on initial entry. Kind of helps keep you warm throughout the night. Another thing you can do is eat a lot of food before you go to bed. Especially high-fat foods that take a while for your body to metabolize. Because that is literally how you make body heat. It's your body processing the nutrients that you provided it. So if you eat like a high-fat meal before you go to sleep, your body metabolizes that overnight, and you have kind of a better situation to stay warm in. Also, if you have to pee during the night, it's best to get up and do it, because if you don't do it, your body has to waste those resources to heat that urine, because any liquid that's in your body has to be at your body's ambient temperature, and so your body has to waste its resources trying to keep it warm and heated. So if you have a full bladder, you just go ahead and get rid of that and you'll stay a lot warmer. I mean, one of the things I do generally is I try not to drink a lot of liquid before I go to sleep, because I don't want to have to get up at night, but generally it's unavoidable because you need water. And for some reason in cold weather, when your body's cold, it seems like you just have a tendency to pee more anyway. I don't really know why that is. I'm not a medical expert. But I read some books that are about, cold weather and shit. So there's a specific road that I'm looking for, and on my GPS, it said it was like 8.2 miles from the gas station that I left. I'm at 7.8 right now, so it should be coming up real quick. If I don't find a place to camp, like a proper spot, I might just go off in the fucking weeds. I don't know if anyone can really come out here and tell me not to. I think this is it. On the map, it was right next to a bin. So I did not calculate on the map how far until the spot I observed was. Oh, this is kind of weird. Something's going on here. Because that looks like the main road, but there's a tree in the way. Gotta look at the old GPS. By the way, one of the things I've found is that if your phone's on airplane mode, it will still show you your location. And if you've previously loaded the map screen, it'll actually give you a detailed map. And you can see where you are. I obviously leave my phone on airplane mode, so I'm not wasting battery if I leave cell range. Because when you leave cell range, your phone tends to try to search for a connection, and that can be an issue. Alright, so it looks like we're halfway between the main road that I came from and the place where I was planning on camping. But it looks like there's a tree in the way. I mean, I could probably drive around this, though. There might be some other campers up there. I see a guy in a blue shirt. It looks like I could probably get around. Looks like other trucks have done it. Well, let's see. It's 3:30. I think we've got time. I got enough sunlight. I'll ride up here and I'll see if I can find a cooler spot. But over here, it looks like there's a decent spot. Go scope this out just to see if there's a spot I can camp. That's pretty private. This whole area here looks like someone can camp. So yeah, I might end up taking this spot. But first, let's go see if I can find a spot in the trees. This fella is sighting in a rifle. That is what he's doing. He's shooting a gun. I went way too far. I went way too far. Went twice as far as I needed to go. I might not find a spot in the dead trees. I do know that I have a spot. Look at that, there's a squirrel over there. I should have brought my rifle. There's two of them. I don't think I'm going to try to get over there. I think that's the area I saw on the map, but I don't see a trail. There is a small trail over there, but it looks like it's only for foot traffic. So I don't really want to cause any problems with that. It'd be awkward if you're camping off of a hiking trail and don't realize it. Well, I think I might just take this one that I saw earlier. It's almost 4 o'clock. I think I did a much better job at arriving at a later time. It definitely made my life easier today. I think I'm gonna go down here, just camp kind of off this little road. The real question is, how am I gonna turn this bitch around? Everybody knows that's my main concern. So I had a company called Wolf Yak, which I believe is how it's pronounced. I don't really know. contact me and ask if I would review one of their dry bags. So I agreed, and they sent me this big blue thing. So what I did was I put my sleeping bag in it, and it works beautifully. I mean, these things aren't necessarily used for sleeping bags exclusively. You can use it for whatever you want, but since that's the need that I had actually for a dry bag, was to try to stuff my sleeping bag in it. And that way, if it's raining or something, I don't have to worry about soaking the sleeping bag. But this is pretty high quality, and as of right now, these things are on sale for $15. So, I mean, it looks as good as this Wolfman fabric. Time will tell what the quality is like, how these seams hold up, but I mean, I'm really impressed with it. I didn't expect it to be as high quality as it is. But if you want one of those things, there's a link in the description. I think you definitely should buy one, at least for the price right now. I think regular price is $40, but on sale, this is absolutely outrageous. So yeah, I'll keep using this thing for my sleeping bag. We'll see how it holds up. It also comes with these little hooks and some straps, and you can actually wear it like a backpack, which I think is a nice little added feature. Remember that guy that I said was sighting in his gun? He really is sighting in his gun. And I'm probably about 150 yards away from him. I don't know if he knows that I'm camping here, but it's 4:30. Pretty sure he'll be gone by the time the sun goes down because he can't shoot in the dark. But needless to say, I loaded my pistol. And if I hear anything that sounds like a bullet coming in my direction, things are going to get interesting, that's for sure. But I don't think there's any real threat of that. I don't know if shooting is permitted here, but if you're going to sight in your rifle, doing it in the woods is kind of an accepted practice in Arizona. My legs are really sweaty. It's not a great way to start. It's not a great way to start a cold night. These socks are wet too. Shit. I think I have an extra pair of socks though. Let's maybe let these breathe. I don't know. I tried to set up in a way where he doesn't have a clear line of sight to my camp. Partially because I don't want to be seen here filming stuff, but also I don't really want to get shot at if he decides to be a crazy guy. So today I waited to buy alcohol, which I sometimes do. And the gas station I went to actually had single cans of beer. So I actually got a couple cans of beer instead of a whiskey. Tower Station India Pale Ale from Mother Road Brewing. It must be a local brewery. And then other than that, I've got Arrogant Bastard, which is an old favorite of mine. I love strong beers. They are the best. Other than that, I don't have anything fancy to eat. I'm actually just eating an MRE. The grocery store I go to actually sells these individual MREs. You just buy the food pack. You don't have to buy the whole thing. So I've been buying them just as like camp food. Today I'm gonna have one, I guess. I don't know. It's chili and macaroni or something. Macaroni chili. I don't remember. That does not smell great. It's gonna have to do. Well, these MREs look awful before you've heated them, but none of them are ever actually that bad. I guess I'm gonna have a beer. It's been shaken up on a motorcycle. It's a little bit warm, but that's not so bad. Yeah, this pan's gonna be a bitch to clean, but it is what it is. Well, normally I'd start a campfire, but all this stuff out here is grass that's in the ground, and unless I uproot it, you know, it's just gonna be a fire hazard. I cleared out a bunch that was right here already just so I could have an area that was kind of relatively flat, but I mean, having a campfire here is gonna be a fire hazard. I don't think it's responsible for me to start one. Generally on nights like they're gonna be as cold as this night, I like to start a fire near my tent. I know a lot of people probably, you know, think that's a fire hazard. Hold on. Okay. Normally I like to start a fire pretty close to my tent and keep it really small so I can manage it, you know. I want the fire to die down, you know, every minute. Otherwise you have embers flying and stuff and it gets out of hand. But if it's close to the tent, your tent will kind of take that heat. Like the heat will come in here and it will kind of linger. And so by doing that, you have the option to kind of heat yourself and heat the zone that you're about to go to sleep in when you're, you know, going to have a 25-degree night. So that combined with eating, you know, hearty meals is a pretty good way to stay warm, in my experience. But I'm not doing that tonight because I don't want to burn this bitch down. But that guy loves his guns. Sometimes I buy cans of shit and then I never end up eating them, so they just stay in my closet with all my camping gear. So I want to try to start using it. I bought these beans a while back, as well as a can of vegan chili, which I promise you I bought accidentally. But that's been sitting in the corner forever, and I've yet to bring that out. I think I'm going to try to eat that next time. Hopefully it's not that bad. But I'm taking the advice of people who have commented on my videos, and I'm not going to cook this in the can because these cans do have a plastic liner inside of them, and that's like an anti-stick type of deal, you know. But when you cook something in the can, you can end up eating a lot of that. Like I can feel something going on in there. I think there's a liner in it. Well, it's hard to say. Regardless, I'm just gonna use this. It's easier to get out of this pot anyway. I used this thing forever ago and I just left it in the closet because technically my wife bought it, so it was her kit, you know, her cooking kit. We were gonna bring it on backpacking trips, but nobody was using it and I'm the one camping, so it's mine now. Well, I'm gonna clean this out and then I'm gonna go see if I brought dry socks in my duffel bag there. And I think I'm gonna finish this beer and read this book. The only time I ever read books is when I'm camping because it's the only thing I really have to entertain myself with. But I'm about halfway through this book I never read in high school in 1984. I've been thinking, you know, if anyone has any good ideas, good books that would be easy to bring along on a camping trip, let me know. Use one of your suggestions as my next go-to book.
You lost the best thing that you're searching for was all in your hands. But when the sky is full of fire and all we have is the past, I hope you find that happiness you've been pretending to have. Damn.
Wanna walk to the edge of the earth, scream your name till the fire's gone.